Chocolate female plugs, Kanye shrug, hitting numbers that matter.
Thanks for tuning to the Black Fathers Initiative of Cleveland YouTube page. Really appreciate the love. Make sure you guys hit the link in the bio. Like, subscribe, you know what to do. Hit the thumbs up and the notification bell if you guys want to be notified when I drop new content. So, this is old content. Of course, you know, all I do is just review some content, but I think this is something that is very, very vital, very important to a lot of our young women who want to know, you know, what the traits are of a good woman, or, you know, what a good woman would consist of. So, of course, I got my girl, Sister Ali, basically giving 7 traits of a good black woman. So, and I think they're great traits. I think everything that she says pretty much is on point. But, you know, I'm going to jump in with my commentary or whatever. So, let's get into it.
As I said, this book demonstrates that we are not as different as we like to think that we are. So what I'm going to go over real brief right now is what the attributes are of the good black woman. Since she's not on television, we may not recognize her. Okay.
Hey. She's definitely not on television.
Now, the good black woman has 7 attributes, and then I'm going to explain to you how to utilize those in your day-to-day life. The good black woman has self-discipline, courteousness, cheerfulness, self-respect, intelligence, cleanliness, and love. Now, we've heard that terminology. You know, it's like one of those where they tell you, pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. What do that mean? You know, how can I make that functional in my day-to-day life to benefit me as a practice? It sounds like all theory. Where's the practicum? What do I do? The good black woman has self-discipline. That's self-control. Let me make that real for you, sisters. We can start with our mouth. The good black woman can control her mouth. She don't have to say everything that comes up. It's okay if he get the last word sometime.
Sometimes. Man.
You know. She don't cuss in public.
Okay.
She works on not cussing in private. She don't tear a man down with her mouth because they can't out-argue us. Can't nobody out-argue us.
No, I agree with that 100%.
I have charged that we nag our men too much. We keep our men's head tied up so much with our petty grievances about our personal relationship that he don't have time to think and plan for our future. Because he got to deal with what's going to happen with us every day. You know, it's real odd. When the black man come home, he almost have to do a wind test or stick his toe in the door. He don't know what's waiting.
Right.
He don't know who in there today.
And she be hitting the nail on the
He
head,
knows
right?
the possibility that there's some kind of new monster that he didn't even know about yesterday. So, you know, we need to not make it like that. We need to not be so vicious with our mouth. You know, men are not petty like that. They're not going to out-argue us. And it has been proven that verbal abuse is just as harmful as physical abuse.
Facts.
So let's not use our mouth to do that to him. The good black woman is courteous. She says, thank you, baby. I appreciate you doing that. I appreciate every effort you make.
You don't hear that
Try
much.
harder. I'm going to work with you.
Nope.
Thank you. I know you did your best. Now that's a whole new language.
Hell yeah. Whole new language. I ain't never heard nothing like that
But
come out
just
of
to
one of
say
my
that
black women.
during the course of the day, every day, with the man that you're trying to be with or want to be with, will make our life easier. We can't get it if we don't give it. We keep wanting them to give us and do something for us that we refuse to do and give to them. It don't work like that. The good black woman has self-respect. She don't have to go out naked just to get the attention of a man.
Okay? That's a big one. That's a big one right now.
I have sisters all over the country, and they come up to me after the lectures, and they'll be talking to me, and they'll say, well, you know, all he think about is sex. All he think about is my body. I say, why don't you show him something else?
Hey.
And then here's the really good one. They'll come up and they'll have on a weave, They have on false eyelashes, another whole face, false fingernails, and all of that. And then they'll say, but I'm looking for a real man.
Hey, Miss Ali be hitting him on the head, boy.
I say, why? What you want a real man for?
You ain't real
The good
yourself.
black woman can pull a dress down without thinking that it devalues her. She doesn't have to use her body because she has so many other good attributes about herself to get the attention of a man. We can take the sisters in a position to take all of the charge and sexual energy out of the black community by just dressing differently. We have the power and control over that. That don't stop you from being beautiful.
And don't. Facts.
That don't stop you from getting a man. And it certainly puts things on the right perspective so some other judgments can be made other than physical. It don't take no knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to have a sexual reaction. That's the most base. We spend less time doing that than anything else we do. So, that doesn't always have to be the forefront issue. We know we are capable of that. The good black woman has intelligence, meaning that she knows how to behave properly in the streets.
Sex. I think a lot has changed with social media and pornography being at your fingertips. I don't know, because it definitely does seem like there's been some type of paradigm shift between black men and black women when it comes to dating. It seems like I say, it seems like women are acting more like men and men are acting more like women. It's crazy. But, you got women out here, pretty much selling dreams like men used to, so you'll have a woman come up to you, or you'll have a woman that'll tell you, say all the things that, you want to hear as a good man. Oh, I want to be a woman. I want to be a wife, and I want to settle down and get married. I want to do this. I want to take trips with my man, and this, that, and this, and that, and that, and this. And after you guys have sex, it's pretty much over. Like, all right, it's cool. Yeah, whatever, on to the next one. And that, in my opinion, is just really, it's the, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, but it's just kind of like the, what word am I looking for? I don't know, but it's just like an opposite. It's not even gonna say opposites. It's just like women took what men used to do and started doing it to men, pretty much. Because, men, back in the day, that's what we used to do. Sell a woman a dream. Oh, yeah, I want to be a good man. Yeah, I want to be with you. Yeah. Then after we get the sex, then we out the door. So now women are doing the same exact thing, all right? And a lot of it, in my opinion, is because a lot of women feel as though they don't need a man. A lot of women feel as though a man is something, they don't feel a man provides. When they think of a man providing, they don't think about a man providing protection and, understanding and knowledge and, all the non-materialistic things. When they think about a man providing, most women think about materialistic things. And then when they think about it, they say, well, I can buy these materialistic things myself. What do I need a man for? Then now this is why we're in the position we are in now. Because first off, majority of black women are making more money than not white men, but black men. I'm not saying black men aren't making money and but like I can't say that because my business partner told me that black men are making more money than black women. And then he showed me the statistics, and I think the statistic is like black men are making maybe $3,000 or $4,000 more than black women, which is not a lot, but it is more. But the reason I say that, in my opinion, doesn't seem correct because I feel like the majority of black women make more than the majority of black men. Now, is there black men out there that make more than some black women? Absolutely. But I feel like the majority of black men are making less than black women. And when I say that, I'm talking about on a salary statistic. I'm not talking about on a, global statistic. No, I'm talking about person per person. You know what I'm saying? Because my thing is, we probably, it's probably, I'm just throwing numbers out there, but let's just say there's 100 women employed with jobs right now, right? Statistically, in my opinion, I don't think there's 100 men to match those 100 women. I would say there may be 20 men, you know what I'm saying? Like out of that 100 women out there doing good and making money, there's probably 20, maybe 30 men over here that make more than them. You feel me? So the other 100, the other 70 men, 80 men, they're not making more than black women. They're making money, but they're not making more than black women. So, once again, the statistics show that black men in all are making like more than black women, but I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I can understand a few black men doing that, but I just don't see it to where, like all black men, because it's just not like that. It's just not. We can look at relationships, period, and see that most black women in relationships with black men are making more than their black men. And I feel like a lot of that, and that's why we have the paradigm shift between black men and black women, because if you have a black woman who's she's paying all the bills and everything like that, and as a black man, you can't hold down the household like she is, then, you know what I mean? So now she feels as though she's the head of the household. You know what I'm saying? She telling you what to do and shit like that, when it shouldn't be like that. You know what I mean? But that's the way it is, and the reason it's like that, it's not our fault. It's definitely systematic, but, we'll say that for another conversation.
Not in the wrong place. Some of our women don't know what else to do other than go to the bar. They need some activities. Some of our women thinking that staying home on the weekend is some kind of sin. Some of our women think that if they don't have a new outfit to wear every day, that they gonna self-destruct. We have a lot of that kind of nonsense going. Every time we buy new outfits and clothes or whatever, all we're doing is sending money out of our community. We don't own no clothing stores. If the white man closed the shoe factory, we'd all be here barefooted tonight. We don't own no shoe factories. Very base things that we don't own, that we put our money into and demand we have to have them. A lot of times our men look at us and know that he ain't never going to be able to make enough money to give us all of the things we say we want. And don't no man want to be with no woman who he constantly got to deny her the things that she says she wants. That represents failure to him, to have to always, not be able to provide us with what we ask for. One of the ways we can do that is to start being satisfied with less. The good black woman is clean. Now that's a hard one.
Not a hard one.
The good black woman try to keep the house clean.
Oh, that may be a hard one.
Good black woman is clean by her own body. A lot of those things we kind of take for granted, but all of our people don't know about that. There are people who are angry with me because I even describe the fact that some of us as sisters don't have the proper personal hygiene, as if that don't exist. We have too much falsehood and pretense going about our condition. Everybody that's dressed up ain't clean. That's just the truth. We have to look at our condition in the light of truth. Stop reacting emotionally and pretending that just because we don't want to deal. One of the most difficult things that I deal with out here is trying to teach our people the difference between an actual fact and an opinion. Our people think that they can accept or reject truth based on how they feel about it. Your feelings don't change the truth.
Not at all.
The truth is just gonna be there. You can feel any kind of way you want to feel about it.
Right.
Those kind of emotions have kept us from growing. Because anything we don't like, we just reject that and say, well, I don't believe that. That don't mean that it's not the truth. It just makes you a disbeliever. The good black woman practices non-possessive loving. Now, y'all know that's a hard one.
That's a hard one.
Now, envy is wanting what someone else has. And jealousy, of course, is just selfishness. Non-possessive loving is not an easy one for us to practice. And, of course, I have a lot of sisters and some brothers who are in disagreement with me saying that. But the actual fact is that our men are outnumbered about 5 to 1. And nature is going to require that the men take responsibility for more than one woman and her children. Most of our men have children by more than one woman anyway. So I don't know why that was such a surprise, allegedly, when I said that. The black man has not been waiting on me to tell him he could have more than one woman. You know, I'm in agreement with the rest of y'all. I don't think he should do that, but I feel like you did. There are some things perhaps about the nature of our man that we have been given some definitions about that are not true. There are some things he can do that we call him a dog. We do not have the same capabilities as a man. I am not talking about fornication and adultery. That's something else. I'm talking about actual responsibility of fatherhood and husbandhood of another family. That's quite different from fornication and adultery. We don't have the same capabilities of them. That's right. A man can have 2 homes, 2 sets of in-laws. He can eat dinner at 2 houses, 2 sets of children, 2 garages, 2 separate sets of friends attached to that woman. He can have all of that. We can't do that. We can't cook dinner at 2 houses. We can't sleep with one man 4 nights a week and another one 3. Ain't no man gonna agree with that. We can't have one set of children we leave in one place and go and stay in another place and take care of another set. It doesn't work for us. Now that does not mean that we can't have sex with more than one man. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about just taking responsibility for your children. Now certainly every man can't take financial responsibility for all of his children. He can do something. But a man who is spending time with a child is going to do something for it. Because then they'll find out what we have since we've been taking care of them by ourselves. You don't like to always say, no, I can't do it. No, I ain't got it. So the children will make you get it up. You spend some time with it. You know, that's an important thing. The effectiveness of the principles that I just described, their usefulness has not diminished just because modern opinion has changed about them. There is not a black man in this room who does not still enjoy it if his woman bake him a cake. Well, our young daughters are being raised and taught that that's old style and that's out of fashion. We are not making those rules. Somebody else is, and they're imposing them on us and making us think that we have to qualify under them. I tell the brothers, just like I tell the sisters, if you have a woman that you've been working with for months or years, and you can't get that woman to get in agreement with your program, then get rid of her and get another one.
Hey.
And I tell the sisters the same thing. If you're with a man you can't agree with, don't make his life miserable. Get with a man you can agree with.
Right.
But we spend too much time living in hell with each other. We spend too much time tearing each other down, trying to make the other person do different or function different. If you want somebody to change, first change yourself. We set the example. We are the teacher. We are the mother.
So, great, another great speech from Sister Ali. And what she said at the end, I gotta go back to that.
We said we have to qualify under them. I tell the brothers, just like I tell the sisters, if you have a woman that you've been working with for months or years, and you can't get that woman to get in agreement with your program, then get rid of her and get another one.
So, I am a firm believer in that. I don't, me personally, like when I hear about relationships where people are always arguing or they can't stand each other, or, this, that, and this, I'll be wondering, like, why are you there then? Like, why are you wasting your time, wasting your effort, wasting your energy on something or somebody that you don't want to be with, or somebody or something that you constantly complaining about? Like, I can't live life like that. As well as, I don't know, I might just be super petty, you know what I'm saying? But as I've gotten older, I've started to, like, in my opinion, I think I really, either I've become super petty, that could be a possibility, or I feel like I've been able to identify the things that I don't like a lot quicker than I did back in the day. Or I ain't even gonna say that I identify a lot quicker. I choose not to deal with at all. Like I choose not to even go down this road. And for example, I'm gonna give you an example, and I know this shit might sound petty to people, but this is how I feel about things, right? So I was dating a chick. Well, not even dating her. Just got a chick's phone number. You know, she told me to give her a call. Gave her a call. We talked for a while on the phone. You know, had a decent conversation, whatever. So the next day, you know, I text her. Good morning. You know, no. I'm sorry. Bring that back. I didn't text her good morning, have a great day. After the day was over, I text her and was like, man, you know what? I'm about to find a text. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you exactly what I texted her and exactly how I felt when she texted me back. Hold on a second. Hold on 1 second. Where is it at? Because once she answered the text, I was just like, okay, you know what? I don't think I want to be bothered with her. It's probably down here somewhere. Where is the damn text? I told my dudes about the text. They totally laughed at me and was like, bro, you okay? They was just like, okay, bro, like, where is it at? Did I delete her? Might have deleted her. Good for that. Yeah, I deleted her. No, I didn't delete it, but did I put it? I'm sorry. I apologize. But anyways, I can't find the text. I probably deleted it. But anyways, talking to a woman. So anyways, after the day or whatever, I text her, like, I text her in the morning. She texts me back. I think I text her good morning, have a good day. She texts me back, you know, good morning, whatever. So the end of the, you know, later on in the day comes, I text her, you know, hey, how was your day? And she texts me back, it was fine. And that was it. That's the last time we text. So my issue was, and the reason I didn't text her back was because I felt like, yo, I literally text you and asked you how your day was. You couldn't text me back and ask me how my day was? Like, that's really how, and the reason that I feel that way, and the reason why I didn't text her no more is because I want a woman who is, you know, is in tune enough to know that, hey, let me ask this man how his day was too. Like, but once again, you know, all women aren't like that. And in my opinion, I'd rather not even move forward with this woman just based off of that one thing. Now, I know it could be petty. I know it's small. But in my opinion, that lets me know that she could probably care less. I ain't going to say she could care less about me, but at this time, she could care less about me. As well as at this time, she doesn't have the mentality to say, to ask me how my day was. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just was really something petty. So it's petty, but I'm not, these type of things, in my opinion, are like red flags for real. Like, that right there can let me know I don't think you're going to be the type of woman that I want to deal with. Because, you know, if I text you back, you'll text me back and say something else, and I'm also going to look at that like, this is, you don't have any conversation, or you don't really care about what I'm doing or what's going on with me. You just want me to kiss your butt. And that's what a lot of these women out here nowadays want. They just want a nigga to run behind them and chase them and stuff like that. And I'm just not the one. I don't chase women. You know what I mean? Like, that's not my MO. Never was. I like to date women. I like to talk to women. And I like to, you know, conversate and see where a woman's head at. But, you know, a lot of these women, in my opinion, these days, you know, like she said, they're pretty much so far gone on the independent side, and I don't need a man, and I don't need this, and I don't need that, you know, it's hard for a real man, somebody who has morals and values and wants to do something for a woman, to even engage, because you're so independent, it's unattractive. You know what I'm saying? You're so independent that I don't even want to deal with you, because it's like, all right, well, you're independent, just do whatever you do then. I'm going to go my own way. You know what I'm saying? Women run around talking about they don't need a man. I don't need a man. I don't need a man. Okay, well, then I'm going to go over here because you don't need a man. You know, women say, I don't need a man. I want a man. Okay, well, I want to be with a woman who needs a man. Okay, because you could just want me today and then tomorrow not want me because you don't need me. You just want me. I want a woman who understands and knows she needs a man to be a part of her life for her life to be fulfilled and complete. So that's just my mentality. Like I said, I know that was super duper petty, but that's just how quick I feel like I be on those red flags. Like that was a red flag to me, flat out. Like, oh, you're not gonna ask me how my day was? Okay, cool. I'll never talk to you again. So, anyways, appreciate the love. Once again, Sister Ali giving us the game, and hopefully a lot of you young ladies could hear that and take some game from it, and hey, it might be something that can help you get that good man you looking for. So appreciate the love, guys. You know what it is, www.blackfathersofcleveland.com. You can go there. That's our nonprofit website where you can check out some of the things that we're doing in the community. We are a 501c3, so any donations are tax deductible. So really appreciate the love. Peace.